Hi everybody. Today I do have this new tarot deck I just got in, and we're going to go over my first impressions. It is the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition. So this is a limited print or exclusive print of 1500. I just got it in the mail, and I'm just going to go over my impressions with it. First off the bat, it did not come shrink wrapped. I love the moon phases here. Like I said, this is an exclusive deck of 1500 because this seems to be the updated version of the Ethereal Visions that is mass produced, which I don't actually have, so I wouldn't be able to do a comparison for you. I do plan to get the deck to be able to compare, but let's just get right into it. Sticker that comes with it. My complaints about the sticker is that it's gorgeous and I don't know where to put it, because anything that's kind of like exclusive like this, I never want to use them. But it does have silver on it compared to the holographic, so that's interesting. I do have a little white book here. Oh, I do not like that, but we'll talk about that in a second. We do have a little white book. It's quite thick. And I don't see any copy numbers here, so that's a little disappointing. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. I'll take a look a little closer, but when things are usually like limited prints like that, like I'll show you. I just happen to have this here because I had to frame. All my decks are stacked because I'm really bad at organizing them. But my Murder of Crows Tarot, the limited edition one here, it's limited and numbered of 2,999 copies, and I know what copy I got. So for me, I prefer that. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have that, but whichever. The one thing I don't like, that there's no wrapping on that. So I can see that you got kind of beat up a little bit during shipping. Now that could just be the holographic edges, which are gorgeous, but yeah, that quality of deck's not the best. It's definitely thinner. If you're familiar with like the low Scarbio decks, they do have like a thinner paper to them. Like with this one here, just a comparison, like that's a pretty thick card. But these they're pretty thin. So I do have just the RWS here in comparison, and it's a little bit bigger. So we do have a bit of a size difference there, but I feel like this is just a lot more thicker compared to this one. This one just has a lot of flop to it. Some people prefer that in their cards. I don't. Having a floppier deck is really good for riffle shuffling. I don't do that, so just kind of keep that one in mind. So I'm just going to clear this all out of the way, and we're just going to get right into a flip through. With that being said, the deck is gorgeous. That holographic lighting on that is perfect. So we're just going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to get right to it. So my overall thoughts is that, at least my first initial impressions, is that cards like these I know are going to be a little more difficult for me to shuffle. There's pros and cons because with it being a thinner deck, it's not going to be too thick. But because of the size of it and the floppiness of it, it's kind of a bit of a pain. I try not to shake the table too much here. But I'm not going to do a full shuffle right now. I'm just showing the shuffling process. Now I have small hands. It's just the nature of it. But I'm not the biggest fan of the cardstock. However, the artwork and the holographic foiling on these cards are just gorgeous. Like, look at Temperance. That's probably one of my favorite Temperance cards I've seen. And Death, yes. The deck's beautiful. Two biggest disappointments would be the cardstock, but honestly, that's coming down to personal preference. You might actually like that. And for me, I don't like the fact that there's no numbering anywhere. I was expecting for it to be somewhere, and they didn't advertise it as such, so maybe that's the case. But the little white book is cute. It definitely has, and what I do like is that it does have the astrological correspondences here, so that's nice. But overall, I even think like it's a little bit uneven because we only got a small little blurb for the High Priestess, but we got a full out here for the Magician. Overall, I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10. I do love, yeah, I can already see right there, like the cards are buckling a bit. I just don't like the cardstock, but I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Very, very happy to have this collection. I am definitely going to go out and purchase the mass-produced version of this. From what I understand, there's a lot of cards that are different, so I will definitely do the comparison. But for the time being, this one's a great one to have in my collection. I can't wait to use it. I just have to be careful with it, just because between it coming loose in the box like that without any wrapping, and just because the card quality is a bit thin, I can already see this deck can get pretty damaged with use, so I'll just have to be a little more delicate with it. So yeah, those are my thoughts.